Like, holy shit, this thing was falling apart. Good news. I didn't waste my time at the junkyard yesterday. Bad news. I had to remove my entire interior. Oh my God. Is that a fucking lighter? What is this? How is there a lighter down here? What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. Okay, I guess we have to test it. All right, officially first drive of power steering. Good morning, everyone. And it's like 9:30 in the morning, and I am at the junkyard looking for a new radiator. That coolant looks oily. So I'm gonna drain this real quick. I did find a good conditioned radiator. She's looking pretty good from the front and the back. So this is probably the one that we're gonna go with. All right, we're back. And as you can see, this radiator, not the best. This one that I got could be a bit cleaner, but she looks in good condition and there are no cracks, which is great. So you're gonna see me install her now. Well guys, it seemed that we needed a new one anyways. Like, holy shit, this thing was falling apart. My God. Jesus. And just like that, old radiator's out. New one is in. Just gotta fully install it. All right, I'm gonna grab the battery and then we're gonna fire her up. And let's hope she turns on again. All right, just turned her on. Running pretty nice. Fuck yeah. She moving. All right, she's warmed up and she's at operating temp. No steam or anything coming out so far. She seems to be looking good, but I started the timer, so we'll see what it turns into. All right, everyone. We just went past the mark that she started smoking at last time and nothing. So I'm gonna let it sit for another few minutes. And if she's good to go, then we're gonna take her out. So she did start to overheat a bit, so I turned her off. I'm gonna let her cool down. And I think what we're gonna have to do is a coolant bleed due to the fact that this is a new radiator and we're probably gonna need to do that. So, yep. Well guys, there seems to be an issue now. When I was in here in the car, it did start to overheat for a bit. Or it didn't overheat and didn't even redline, but I saw that we need to do a coolant bleed and everything was staying okay. But now it is not shifting out of drive. And even though the transmission thing is in park. Oh, I'm scared. So we'll have to see what the deal is. Good news. So the transmission probably isn't broken. The bad news is I have no idea really how to adjust this. So this is gonna be my first time doing it. But apparently the manual shifter for the transmission is down here. And so I have to, currently it's still in drive, even though it says it's in park. So I need to adjust this manually and put it in park by myself and then just go from there. Well, I seem to have found the issue. When looking down here, as you can see, this lever is what manually shifts, or what shifts the transmission. And as you can see, when going down, it doesn't shift. And I'm like, okay, it seems that the lever was bent. So now all we have to do is bend this thing back to make sure that it clears properly. And I think we should be good. So we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. With that, let's see if I can do something. And let's see if I can prop you guys up real quick. For sure it was bent though. That is for sure. Nice. Awesome. Nice. Full shift through the gears. There's park. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. All right, to test it, we put the car off the parking brake and it doesn't roll forward, then we know. So pretty much now, if the car doesn't roll forward, then we know it's in park. And if it does, we're fucked. We'll see. Does she move forward? She does. Let me try rotating it the other way. All right, now it's all the way down and we'll see what happens with that. All right. No movement. Oh, she's back in park. And does that mean I can pull out the key? Let's fucking go. And now is a good thing this manual shift button is working. Well, because I wanted to demonstrate, because you push this button down and you hold the button in and then it moves. As you can see, it just went to reverse and now I'll put it back into neutral and then I'm gonna reset the thing. I'll show you guys in a second. So with this in neutral, and as you can see, this one is now in park, but to put it in neutral, what I do is shift slowly once, now that's reverse, and then one more time is neutral. And that's where we can plug in the shifter cable. All right, guys, that's in neutral. That's in neutral. We're gonna try to start her and we'll see what happens. Battery's not in, duh. All right, turned her on and both center console and dash are lined up. But that switch isn't shifting. Interesting. Very interesting. Good news and bad news. Good news, the cable isn't broken. Bad news, it probably is the interior shift console. Fuck. Because as you can see, this thing is currently in park, but this is in drive. And I can move this pretty easily, like this. So it seems that a new shifter is what is needed. So I have to look into how to do that. Oh, well everyone, I'm back at the junkyard and now I'm walking back to the exact same Camry I got the radiator from, because I know the interior is also the same color as well. And yeah, I'm just surprised to see an S4 here. That's actually crazy. Actually insane. Fuck. It's pretty cool. So luckily the car that I found already had the interior or the shifter already starting to be taken apart. And let me show you guys what the actual issue is. So as you can see, it's currently in this position right now. In here, I can do the same thing that I did in the other car. Do that and move it down, for example. And then we walk back to the car. And it's moved to the all the way down position. And that's what our car is not doing. So it seems that the shifter assembly on the inside is the issue. All right, guys. So long story short, I'm sorry I didn't record. I had less than an hour to do that, but I got it. After doing some bullshit though. As you can see, it wasn't pretty at all. And, yep, but all good. Got it at least. Honestly, guys, it's too early for this shit, but it needs to be done. So after going to the junkyard, I figured out that this wire or the cable for it is not in this supposed bracket it needs to be. And so we're gonna see if that fixes the issue or not. I'm now realizing it's the next day and I didn't record the rest of what I figured out yesterday. But long story short, I might just set up the shifter cable wrong. Because there was this bracket here, and when I was looking at the engine bay of the other one, the shifter cable was down here, hooked up to this bracket, and that was then tied down. And so apparently it possibly has to be tensioned properly to work. So yeah, we'll see. And that's how it's supposed to look, but we will find out if it works like this or not. If it does, I'll be super upset, but I'll also be super happy. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I was not enjoying my makeshift ground wire I wanted to do just to get the car started. So I grabbed another one from the junkyard and it can be set up super nicely. That didn't work, so we're gonna see what's next. Good news. I didn't waste my time at the junkyard yesterday. Bad news. I had to remove my entire interior. Well, unfortunately, as I'm starting to work on removing the center console, I should probably detail and get rid of all this shit before I do. This is all tobacco, by the way. We found our issue. As you can see, when it's like this, it should be moving this cable down there, but it's not moving it at all, as it should be. Like that cable down there should be moving like in the other one. Oh, so I'm happy we found the issue, but very happy that we found it. I wonder what it could be. Is it the cable itself? This is just, the eyelet. Nice. It hasn't, okay. It's just been loose. That's it. It actually just broke. It just broke. Awesome. Cool. Fuck yeah. So it was just the eyelet that broke after I was fucking with the transmission. Oh, thank God. Just undid the screws there and there. Not gonna go. Bye-bye. Oh. Nice. Cool. Awesome. And now we keep on rolling. Oh my God. Is that a fucking lighter? What is this? How is there a lighter down here? What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. Okay, I guess we have to test it. This fucking car never ceases to amaze me, bro. Oh my God. Time to bring back the shop vac to get a little payback. Nice. As you can see, guys, there's a reason it's not moving. Tight. Now it's gonna be the final test to see if it's really broken or not. So right now I have it at its max height, and now if I go inside the car and I push it in, if it goes lower, then it's not broken. Moment of truth. So it moves, got stopped. Did it lower? Yes, it did. Whew, let's fucking go. The cable isn't broken, and I might be able to fix it without needing to replace the shifter assembly, possibly. We'll see. Let's find out if I need a new shifter assembly or not. I want to put the eyelet back on and set everything to neutral and then rehook everything up and see how this goes. So I just re-clipped her, which is a good thing. It seems that she was lubed up, and so maybe it was meant to slip off. But currently, test one, I guess. Well, I think I fixed it. We'll see what happens. She's 100% put back together. And so now I guess we have to test her. Shit. All right, everyone. Moment of truth. Park. Okay. Oh. Oh. Nice. Holy shit. Nice. Awesome. Let's fucking go. All right, everyone. The interior, or at least the front seat, is put back together. And yeah, I guess we try to start her now. Honestly, guys, low-key, like vibing. Like straight vibing. She's no codes. She's heating up. I don't think there's power steering, I'll be so honest, guys. So the way that I'm gonna have to do this is gonna be very interesting, but we'll see how it goes. Here goes nothing. And drive. Well, she's driving. Let's see if we can do a little loop. There is no power steering, so when that happens, you have to keep momentum. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Even with no power steering, that turning radius is insane. Holy shit. Nice. All right, now we gotta park the bitch. Fuck yeah, baby. Next step is probably power steering as well as doing a coolant bleed, but I have to let the engine cool down for that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna finish up the doors. Well, doors are all officially put back together and functioning. Hopefully successfully bled the coolant system. She's still holding firm. Nice, guys. I'm very happy. All right, I'm bleeding her for the second time. I elevated her a bit more, etc. Still steam coming out. So we'll see how it goes. But we also do know the AC does run very nicely. Turn that on. Let's go on too. So far, so good. So far, so good. I know not exactly the most proper way, but it seems to be working out the best. And now I don't have to like wait for the bubbles, it just fills in for me, as you can see. So it works out pretty well. This is around the time she started overheating last time. But as you can see, still holding the same temp. The fans ran twice, and that's how you know 2 coolant systems went through. We're gonna let it run for a bit more just to fully make sure the system's bled. But so far, fantastic signs. And the interior is officially blowing hot. Nice. Very, very exquisite. Awesome, guys. It's officially been 30 minutes and not a single change in temp. So I think she's officially good. All right, officially first drive of power steering. Nice. Shit. Unfortunately, we do have a check engine light. First drive complete. Now we're gonna see this check engine light real quick. I fixed the check engine light. It was just the NOx sensor below that just somehow got unplugged. So I plugged it back in and let me show you guys. Well, other than the squeaky shit that's going on with the power steering, we have 100% running and driving Toyota Camry. She's idling pretty rough, but she is driving. She is driving. But then when I drive her, she just immediately goes so smooth and so quiet. It's very interesting. I'm so happy I can just look at this car and just smile, dude. Fuck. Majestic as hell. Well, everyone, it is pretty late, but I did manage to fix the exhaust manifold, which I am very, very, very happy about. And the dogs. So pretty much what I did was this, if you guys remember, it wasn't fully seating. And then what I ended up doing was I kind of just drilled this area out, I guess. And it got to a point where now it can screw on just fine and dandy, and it doesn't like over screw or anything like that. So mission accomplished. All right, guys, she is officially all put back together. I had to do some radiator adjustments real quick, and then I'm gonna make sure that she works. All right, it seems that everything is put back together. I also fixed that leak down there, hopefully. The only time that we'll be able to find out now is if we start her up. And yeah. All right, start her up. Hmm.